over the past couple of months, I've noticed that the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody videos have done incredibly well. I did not see this coming. When it comes to these videos, it took a lot of time to make. Guys don't understand how many episodes I had to watch, how many rewinds I had to do just so I could get the funny clips. While I was looking at these videos, I thought to myself, it would be a good idea for me to now look at the cast and see what their lives were like back then and see where they are at now. The first people that we're going to be looking at are Cole and Dylan Sprouse, the iconic twins of Disney Channel. At the beginning, they're very identical. A lot of the times you wouldn't tell them apart. Before I started watching the show properly, I found it hard to tell them apart. As you continue to watch the episodes more and more, you start to realize that there are massive differences between them. And you also notice physically that they're different too. Cole is the skinny one, Dylan's the one that's more weight. His cheeks are rounder. In the later seasons, you then realize that Cole ends up being taller than Dylan as well. This is a permanent fix as well, because when you realize how they look like now, Dylan is still the shorter one and then Cole is the taller one. Career wise, I would say they're doing well for themselves, to be fair. And they're probably still getting royalty checks from these Disney shows as well, even though both of them have left Disney. Cole Sprouse left Disney and then he started casting on Riverdale. I haven't watched that show, but from what I've heard, it's pretty good. When it comes to Dylan isn't really on a TV show like that. He's on the movie thing instead. I don't think these movies are all that though. One of the movies that I watched were Aftermath, and that one was mid. The only reason why I somewhat enjoyed it was because Dylan Sprouse was in the movie. Other than that, it didn't stand out to me that much. Then we get the spoiled brat, Brenda Song, also known as London Tipton. I can't lie, she's done well for herself as well. She's aged really well. When she first went on the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, she has chubby cheeks and everything. When you look at how she looks like now currently, her face is a lot more leaner and it's more structured as well. It literally just looks like she put more effort into her appearance. That's literally it. She has that chiseled look now. She looks like a proper model. One time I looked at her page and I realized that she's married to Macaulay Culkin, the Home Alone guy. That is so random. If you were to tell me that both of them are gonna link up and get married, I would not believe you. And they have 2 sons too. When it comes to the movies and shows, it's good still. She's in a lot of movies. Despite the fact that she's in a lot of movies, she started a recent TV show called Running Point on Netflix. Just because she's in the show, I'm actually gonna watch it. Then we get Ashley Tisdale. This is another person that's aged pretty well. Everyone knows how to have blonde hair from like the Disney Channel days. But if you look at her recent photos now, she's dyed her hair clearly. Her hair is just completely brown. There's no blonde highlights or anything. I think her hair's just changed over time because of age. If you look at some photos, you can see there's brown roots towards the tip of the hair. I think just to keep the Disney Channel image, she was dyeing her hair blonde. After the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, she was still able to maintain her career still. She did High School Musical, she did Phineas and Ferb. High School Musical isn't even a TV show. Go to TV show, go to movie. If you didn't grow up watching those two, I don't know what kind of childhood you had, man. From looking at the other ones, a lot of her discography when it comes to movies and TV shows, they're mostly Disney fans. I don't think there's anything like very recent from what I've seen, but she's probably just working on like other stuff like fashion, other side projects, etc. A lot of these actors, they do other things besides acting. Bear in mind, they still receive royalty checks from every time the episodes are replayed on TV, so they're loaded, man. They're loaded. Then we get Phil Lewis. That's probably like the most iconic character in the whole Sweet Life universe because of his outbursts and his goofiness as well, and the fact that he just says good luck with that even though he knows that you're not going to do well with that certain thing. Guy took the mix though. Before watching the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, I somewhat knew about it, but the characters that stood out to me the most before watching it were London Tipton and Mr. Moseby. When watching the show in its entirety, I understood why. These lot would just be saying the most random things. When looking at the movies and TV shows that he's on, a lot of the stuff is quite old. He's an older actor, so that's expected. But again, same thing with like Ashley Tisdale. He probably has other things that he's doing. This is another guy that's gone quiet. He's gone MIA, fam. Bro is just chilling right now. Whenever I think of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, I think of my man. He's done his thing still. That's the same with Kim Rhodes, Zack and Cody's mum. What's her name on the show again? I can't even remember this woman's name on the show, bro. This is another person that's just gone MIA. She's just doing her own thing as well. Like, that's the main cast of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. To be fair, they've done their thing, but now let's look at the Sweet Life on Deck. Debbie Ryan, oh my days. When I first saw that Debbie Ryan was on the show, I was hella surprised. Bear in mind, I watched this show a little bit growing up, so I don't know why I didn't notice that she was on the show. I know Debbie Ryan from Jessie, but to now find out that she was on Disney Channel before that, yeah, crazy story. The funny thing is, in both shows, she comes from the South. The difference is, in the Sweet Life on Deck, she comes from Alabama, but in Jessie, she comes from actual Texas, which is where she's from in real life as well. It's low-key funny still. In the actual show, she has like this whole accent, but over time, she loses that southern accent and starts to sound like everybody else on the boat. Looking back at how she looked like in the show, she looked basic, fam, but be so real. She definitely looks like she would have been the nerd in the class. What's ironic is she was actually the nerd in the class as well. But the glow up is real. She's definitely grown into herself a lot more. You wouldn't believe she's 31. I've noticed as well, a lot of the characters are very youthful. From Dylan Sprouse, Cole Sprouse, Ashley Tisdale, Phil Lewis, Kim Rhodes, all of them have aged pretty well. Considering the fact that the last time these shows were ever recorded was in 2011, so that was like 14 years ago. That's a long time, you know. A 14-year-old will be in year 10. And when it comes to the movies and shows, she's done her thing. She's definitely up there with Dylan and Cole Sprouse. She still kept relevance after The Sweet Life on Deck and Jessie, like after her Disney days with Insatiable. Then you get Doc Shaw. Again, I recognize this guy from Pair of Kings, but I don't recognize him from The Sweet Life on Deck. This is how you know I would only watch like the odd episode here and there on Disney Channel. I wasn't watching these shows consistently growing up. I only started to watch them properly like recently. Doc Shaw, everyone knows him to like be the chubby kid, and that there's always like one chubby black kid in the TV show. Either that or there's one black kid that always has some type of low height, or they have the same design and everything, but it's just been adapted here and there just to suit the cartoon style. You might know what I'm talking about when I say that, innit? With Doc Shaw, there was a lot of controversy with like what happened to my man. After he left Disney and just decided to pursue his own thing, bro just lost a whole ton of weight. A lot of people were saying that he just looks bare ill and he probably has some type of illness or something like that. When he lost the weight, he just looks so much older. There's some people that actually look better when they're chubbier. When they just now lost weight, it just looks weird. Even looking at the photo myself, bro just looks weird when he's skinny. From what I've heard when reading articles and stuff, guy lost the weight because diabetes runs in his family or something like that, and he didn't want to catch diabetes, so he decided to pattern up and lose the weight so that he can lead a more healthier life. I guess that makes sense. But when it comes to TV shows, I cannot lie, there isn't that much. After bro left Disney, bro just went MIA. A lot of these shows that I'm seeing now are quite old as well. The one that probably seems the most significant to me here will probably be Tyler Perry's House of Pain. Like I said, with like Phil Lewis and Kim Rhodes, bro probably has other things that he's doing other than acting. That is pretty much it. It was nice to see where all of these characters are out now. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's JMoney13 and I'm signing out. In a bit, you man.